Hey, this is Adam with Ultimate Real Estate Investing. Thanks for joining me. As you can see, we're trying to answer a very important question here, which is what's more important than response rate when it comes to your real estate marketing campaigns, right? Last week we talked about response rate, and I went over how the response rate gives you an idea of your lead quantity, right? Depending on how many letters or banner signs you're putting out, how many leads are those campaigns actually generating for your business? Well, in this video, we're actually going to talk about another factor that you can track related to your marketing, which I feel is actually more important than response rate, and that's something called the conversion rate. Conversion rate, like I said, I feel is more important because it really gives you an idea if you're spending your time and your money on the right marketing campaigns, the campaigns that are actually producing results. And by results, I don't mean simply leads, because you can get leads all day long, but the quality of your leads, meaning the deals that you're getting for your business, right? So that's where the conversion rate comes into play, because it gives you a measure of your lead quality as opposed to the lead quantity, which the response rate gives you. Right, because with the response rate in terms of lead quantity, think about it. You can generate leads all day long, right? If you offer, let's say, a free gift card, right, a free $50 gift card to every seller who calls your business, I mean, you can have a tremendous response rate with that. You can have a 50% response rate with that, right? So your lead quantity is going to be great. Your response rate is going to be great. But do you think any of those leads are going to actually convert to deals, right? Probably not. So your conversion rate is going to be very, very low. Think about McDonald's for a minute. I know this is black because I don't have yellow on this app, but pretend this is yellow, right? The Golden Arches, McDonald's. Obviously, McDonald's is a very successful company in the U.S. and the world. And think about it. Do you think McDonald's simply researches where the highest volume of people live in any given area, right? When they're determining the next location for one of their restaurants? Of course not, right? And they'd probably be in China, and that's it, right? I mean, if that's all that matters is the volume of people, they would simply build their restaurants in those areas. But they obviously do more detailed research than simply looking at the quantity of potential customers in any given location, right? They need to consider, so to speak, the quality of their potential customers. So they research demographics, meaning age, race, income level, gender, etc. in any given area, because McDonald's knows the demographics of their customers in various areas that frequent their restaurant. So when they're looking for a new area to expand in, to build a new restaurant, they're going to look at those. They're going to look at those at the demographics to make sure that their potential customer quality is where they need it to be, so that they have a successful restaurant. And it's obviously maximizing their business in any given location. So what is the conversion rate? Again, it's a very simple equation, just like the response rate. What is response rate was? It's actually very similar, and you need to know what your responses are in order to get your conversion rate. So again, very simple equation up the top there, and I made it in yellow because I didn't think I had yellow when I did the McDonald's Golden Arches, but I do. So I wanted to show everybody that I got yellow. So number of deals, right, divided by the number of responses is your conversion rate. Right, so very, very simple example right below it. Let's say you got 20 responses, so you sent out 1,000 letters. You got 20 responses or 20 leads, and out of those 20 leads, you got one deal. That's going to give you a 5% conversion rate. Okay, so what does that mean, right? Who cares, right? Well, if we compare both the response rate and the conversion rate, right, for the same campaign, you're gonna see how important the conversion rate becomes. So let's take a look at an example for the conversion rate compared to the response rate, so you get a better idea of why it's so important. So for the sake of this example, we're going to pretend that you're sending out 1,000 letters, right? 1,000 direct mail letters to whoever, right? Foreclosure or probate or whatever the case is. So take a look at campaign one. You send out 1,000 letters. You get 20 leads, which is a response rate of 2%, right? 20 divided by your 1,000 letters is 2%. The conversion rate on that is 5% if you get one deal out of those 20 leads, right? It's the 1 divided by 20 gives you the 5%. Okay, so 1,000 letters, 20 leads, 1 deal, a 2% response rate, and a 5% conversion rate. Now take a look at campaign number 2. You're going to send out those same 1,000 letters. Okay, your response rate is less because you've only generated 10 leads, right? A response rate of 1%. So you've generated 10 leads, but you've gotten 3 deals out of those leads, which is a conversion rate of 30% as compared to the conversion rate of 5% in campaign 1. So if you're sending out, let's say, 2 different campaigns, or maybe the letters you're sending out to the same list are different, whatever the case is, if you're tracking your marketing, you can clearly see if you were only looking at response rate, you would think that campaign 1 is the best place for you to put your time, money, and focus, right? You're sending out 1,000 letters, you're getting 20 leads, great, right? If you're just looking at response rate, you're going to compare that to campaign 2, saying, I'm sending out 1,000 letters and I'm only getting 10 leads, I'm only getting half the leads. So I'm going to stop campaign 2 and I'm going to put my time, money, and focus into campaign 1. That would make sense, right? If you're only looking at the response rate, because once you look at the conversion rate or the deals you're getting from those leads, in other words, once you start looking at the response quality, right, the quality of your leads, clearly campaign 2 is the better campaign. It's generating only half the leads, but you're getting 3 deals out of half the leads as opposed to 1 deal out of 20 leads, right? So 30% conversion rate, which is much higher than your 5% conversion rate. So that shows you the importance of actually tracking both the response rate and the conversion rate, because you can make a very honest mistake in putting your time, focus, and money into the wrong campaign if you're only looking at the response rate. Okay? So once again, I hope you guys got value out of this video in terms of tracking your marketing and making better decisions for your real estate business. As always, take a look at our website, our blog, www.ultimaterealestateinvesting.com. That's ultimatereinvesting.com, and you'll get a recap of this video, and you can take a look at some of our other videos and teaching tips and strategies. So next week we'll have one more video for the month of January regarding marketing, and I'll talk to you then. Take care.